Hello everyone, I'm Rod Wortham and welcome to this episode of Race Face Driver Updates here on Racing America. We only had 3 drivers that saw action this week, 2 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway and 1 at Anderson Speedway. So that gave us a chance to sit down with 2 of our drivers, Jesse Love and Caden Honeycutt. Plus, what do race face drivers do when they're not racing? Before we get to that, let's check in on the drivers that were in action, starting with Anthony Alfredo, who was hoping for a home field advantage at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Crayon 200 in his number 23 Our Motorsports John Civetta and Sons Chevrolet. Anthony qualified 16th, had a great start to the race, running 7th at the end of stage 1, and was in 2nd position when a mechanical failure ended his day. Here's what Anthony had to say right after the race had ended for him.
Well, broke a track bar mount while running 2nd in front of the hometown crowd, so extremely disappointed to say the least. I hate it for Civetta.com, everyone on our team, all our partners. We were having a really great day and putting an excellent race together. I thought today could be the day to get it done, or at least put something good together, but just another mechanical failure. So tired of parts breaking, I'll tell you that much.
That's a tough one. You can hear the disappointment in his voice. Up next for Anthony, Pocono Raceway on Saturday. Sheldon Creed was also at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in his number 2 Richard Childress Racing Whelan Engineering Chevrolet, where he qualified 18th, but they knew they had a fast car for the race. Sheldon ran in the top 10 for most of the race and made an unbelievable move late in the race, as you can see here from this image. Eventually, they brought home their first top 5 finish of the year and felt they were in contention for a win. We caught up with Sheldon on Sunday.
Hey guys, Sheldon Creed here. I want to give you a little update on our weekend up in New Hampshire. Feel like we really turned our short track program around. We've had a couple tough races on the short tracks we've been to, so went with some different packages. Really got the cars turning from what we've been battling, so actually had them probably turning a little too good and fought being really loose all weekend, but didn't qualify great. Probably on me, honestly. Just didn't drive the car hard enough. Didn't realize the grip I would have, but getting into the race, kind of marched forward right away and had some really good stops, really good adjustments to get up there inside the top 10 and be able to race those guys. Even drove to the lead at one point, had a really good short run car, and was really good on the bottom. On the bottom of the racetrack was good. So yeah, good confidence building for myself and a team, knowing that we can go up there and lead laps and lead races. And yeah, it always helps when we bring faster race cars to the track. So appreciate all my guys, Whelan, Trent Shoring, Aim Ortega, everyone that helps our team out, Team Chevy. Looking forward to the next one.
I truly believe that the number 2 RCR team will get a win before the playoffs start in Texas on September 24th. Up next for Sheldon, NASCAR Xfinity Series at the famed Tricky Triangle on Saturday. Jesse Love was in the Midwest for the 56th annual Greg Hubler Automotive Group Redbud 400 at Anderson Speedway in Anderson, Indiana. Jesse qualified his number 21 Mobil 1 Chris Wimmer prepared Toyota in the 5th position. Once the green flag dropped, Jesse quickly moved into 3rd and ran in the top 4 until his engine let go on lap 118, ending his day. Up next for Jesse, ARCA Menards Series at Pocono Raceway this Friday. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we check in with Jesse Love on this week's Spotlight interview here on Racing America.
Hi, this is Colton, and you're watching Race Face Driver Updates on Racing America.
Welcome back. I had a chance to sit down with California driver Jesse Love on Monday for this week's Race Face Spotlight interview. Welcome everybody to this week's Spotlight interview with two-time ARCA champion Jesse Love. Jesse, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm still shivering a little bit. Just got out of the ice bath, so it takes like 20 minutes for you to get back to normal, and I'm still shivering and feel like I'm in an ice cube.
So for those of you that do not understand what an ice bath is, that means that he's been sitting in basically a bathtub filled with nothing but ice and a little bit of water.
Yeah, it's miserable for a little bit, but your body goes numb after a while, and you sit there for about 15 minutes, and you kind of just zone out.
So I'm gathering you were at TRD?
Yeah, TBC here in North Carolina.
All right. Well, Jesse, you've had a busy season so far. I mean, you've been racing everything that's got like four wheels on it. You've been doing ARCA super late models. You put in some micro sprint racing out at Millbridge, which I mean, gosh, that's like a who's race out there every Tuesday and Wednesday night. So that's kind of cool. But you got a big race coming up this weekend at Pocono Raceway. So give us some insight on that.
It's huge. It's obviously my biggest track that I'm going to go to by a long shot, by about 200%. So much bigger racetrack than what I've been to, but I like the big tracks. I like working with Theyre, and Pocono is obviously one of the coolest, places on the circuit just to drive around. Obviously, such a weird racetrack, unique, and looking forward to seeing how we can get rolling in our number 20 Crescent Tools Toyota Camry. So it should be fun. Obviously, it's been a lot of fun in the sim and watching racing and the film and all that stuff. That aspect's really cool for Pocono. So I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully we can have a good day.
So have you figured out why they call it the Tricky Triangle?
It's definitely tricky. What a weird place. Obviously, every corner is so different, and it's unique too. That's the cool part is you're going to a place that's not like any other place, and definitely not a cookie cutter racetrack by any means. So I'm looking forward to that aspect. Obviously, gonna learn a lot there for my first time, and hopefully we can figure out where victory lane is too.
And so what do you think your top speed will be there?
I think we got about 180, 190 turn
180, 190. That's cool. All right,
Just
so
fine.
let's now move from the Tricky Triangle and let's talk about a Trans Am TA2 race that you got coming up later in the year at Watkins Glen.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that. Watkins Glen, obviously, really cool racetrack. One that I'm looking forward to going to in ARCA and the CSU stuff. I've been there before, and the touring car stuff they did, the sports car stuff, and that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of speed there, and just a good time, good racetrack, fun racetrack, and New York's always cool to go to. So that'll be fun, it'll be cool. My first TA2 race with Nitro Motorsports. Nick Tucker, obviously the owner over there. He's also my karting coach and does all the karting stuff for Toyota. So it'd be cool to kind of already have that chemistry there. Obviously, it'd be cool to go be able to rack Alpha TA2 win and learn a lot from those guys who are really good. So good seat time. Obviously, it's important to get seat time at a place like Watkins Glen. And I always love road racing stuff.
Yeah, road racing's become such a major part of NASCAR. And I think, truthfully, I think in the future it's only going to get bigger. I was talking with Ben Kennedy, and it was almost like, maybe a third of the season could end up eventually being road courses. So getting that seat time and understanding that is going to be huge for your future moving forward.
Yeah, even though I like the oval stuff, and it'd be cool to have some more dirt races, but it's definitely cool to have a variety of all different shapes and sizes and types of racing. So the road course stuff's been great. It's been on some pretty good racing this year, obviously with the cup stuff, and I'm getting a lot better at it. So I enjoy it. I've obviously had a good bit of success on road course, and looking forward to what's to come, whatever NASCAR wants to throw at us.
So looking back, all that legend car racing stuff that you did on the road course, is that really helping out now that you're back into a full body car?
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge. Just kind of having that feel for a road course and knowing how to manipulate the road course and set up your passes and just go about the kind of flow that you find yourself in when you're road racing. So It's awesome. I love road racing. It's one of my favorite forms of racing, and especially when you're fast and you're good, it makes it that much better. So it's been great, and legend car stuff definitely paid off.
All right. Well, Jesse, thank you for being with us this evening on the Spotlight interview, and best of luck this weekend at Pocono Raceway. And I'm sure we're going to be checking back with you later this year. So good luck on everything else, and go get them at Pocono.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's Spotlight interview. Now back to the show. Thanks a lot, Jesse. We're headed for another commercial break, and when we come back, we check in with Caden Honeycutt and his new roles at On Point Motorsports. So stay right there, and we'll be right back with more Race Face Driver updates here on Racing America.
Hi, my name's Brody Moore, and you're watching Race Face Driver Updates on Racing America.
Welcome back. I had the opportunity to spend a few minutes with Texas driver Caden Honeycutt in his new location in Denver, North Carolina. Here's a segment of that interview. Well, we're heading out to Denver, North Carolina to talk with Caden Honeycutt. Caden, man, you've got a lot been going on here over the last couple of weeks, and let's get right to the point. Let's talk about the Cars Tour and where you currently set heading into the throwback race at Hickory Motor Speedway.
So we're currently 35 points out with a three-way tie with Connor Hall, myself, and Chad McCumbee for second. Behind the junior motorsports car of Carson Quapple. We've had good speed this year. We just haven't had the luck and haven't had the results that we've deserved for our Autos by Nelson team. We've been close, I think with this break, it's kind of give us a kind of a break and get us regrouped and get ready for the second half of the season. Of course, we're definitely not out of the championship being the points that the way it is, but we're really just focused on winning races, and points will take care of themselves. And I really don't have any other doubts that we'll be able to run for a win at every racetrack that we go to. Even though we struggled at Hickory in March, I feel like we'll go back and we kind of learned a whole lot of different things that we'll be better at for this next race, and hopefully be better for the rest of the season. And I don't have a doubt that we won't be.
All right, so just real quick, out of the remaining races that are left, where do you think your best shot is of actually bringing home and parking that number 12 in victory lane?
Well, man, I'll be honest. The way we got to Ace twice this year, Motor Mile, they were really dang good at Motor Mile last year. South Boston, they dominated us with that F56 there for the championship race. We ended up finishing second to Bobby on that. There's 4 to 5 races the rest of this year that I really have no doubts that we can go out and win the race. It's a matter of putting it together. So we're gonna work hard, like I said, and just focus on winning races, even if those other 4 races aren't the best tracks for us. We're still gonna one goal is in mind, and that's what we're set to.
All right, so let's now start talking about the Truck Series. I know this is something you've worked your entire life for, is to get yourself, number one, relocated out into the North Carolina area out there where the hotbed of racing is, to be able to go to work at a shop, which you are now doing at On Point Motorsports. But now we've got 3 truck races scheduled and possibly a couple of more. So give us your insight on what's going on with Caden Honeycutt and the Camping World Truck Series.
So I've been very blessed and honored to run with On Point Motorsports this year in the 30 truck team. Also taking a full-time job, being a mechanic and working on stuff and getting stuff ready to go to the racetrack. I enjoy it a lot. This is what I've wanted to do for 10 years. It was a little struggle to move out here, especially for how kind of a late currents, I guess, this came up. So, it's been difficult, but I absolutely love it out here. I love being able to go to the shop and work on my own equipment, whatever it might be, and going to the racetrack and racing. So I'm really looking forward to those 3 races and possibly more. We got some good stuff. We have a great facility, a great shop, and great guys that we got. Already have a great relationship with the guys that we got over this course of this first week. So I think that's awesome. You have to have a good connection with your guys in order to have a good relationship and take that to the next level. So having fun with it already, and very looking forward to Pocono. And actually our truck is already ready and ready to go after it. and also for the rest of these 3 races, just looking forward to it, and hopefully another opportunity for next year can turn up as well.
Yeah, real quick, from a driver standpoint, how much is it going to help you being in the shop and learning all of the ins and outs of this truck and helping with the setup and really getting to understand the truck a lot more? Because, you know, you've only been in a truck twice. And both of those times, I think you were basically kind of chasing your tail a little bit, trying to just get the truck to where it could be presented at the track. Now you're in a really, really good piece and the opportunity to kind of fine tune that thing so that you can go out there and be competitive.
Absolutely. You know, I think as a driver, it kind of gives me the understanding on, I know what's in the truck. I know what should do this should do that. You know, if we change this result will happen. You know, there's stuff like that I can give feedback to right away to the crew chief with a snap of a finger and be like, yeah, we'll end up doing this change. It ended up doing this. So we'll go back and do this, do that. You know, there's a lot of different variables that go on. I think if you know what's in your truck, you know what to expect, I feel like you'll have a better absence to know how you should approach your first couple laps around a racetrack you've never seen before, especially when it's 2.5 miles. So, you know, I feel like for every driver that could help so much. And feel like it can create a better connection. Like I said earlier, connection with your guys is huge. And I feel like if your crew chief knows you, then that you know each other and he knows exactly your expression to him on if it's tight or loose, this, that, and the other in a certain part of a corner. So there's a lot of awesome variables to that. And, you know, I think if a lot of other people did it, I think they would get the results they've been lacking or they've been seeking the entire year.
All right. Well, Kate, we got 30 seconds left. So let me ask you real quick. How confident are you about working with Stephen Bones Lane?
Oh, awesome. I'm so, like I said, I'm so excited. I'm ready. And these guys are awesome. Like I said, the first week, we had a great connection, and we're very excited for this year and hopefully for next season.
All right. Well, Caden, I want to thank you for spending some time with us. Good luck this weekend in Pocono, and I'm sure we'll be checking back with you a little bit later in the season. Absolutely. So there you have it, Caden Honeycutt, now a Camping World Truck Series driver and living his dream in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Now back to the show. Well, good luck this weekend at Pocono, Caden. Now we're headed for our last commercial break. When we come back, we'll see what drivers do when they're not racing. Plus this week's sponsor tips and a complete rundown on this week's action. I'm pretty sure this guy will show up somewhere when we return on Racing America.
Hi, my name is Joey East, and you're watching RaceFace Driver Updates on Racing America.
Welcome back. What do race-face drivers do when they're not racing? Let's see what Carter Whalen, Cassidy Hines, and Caden Honeycutt were up to this week.
Hey everybody, wasn't racing today. Decided to come out to my local track, NGQMA and Flag. All the cars are in the shop getting repaired for our next big race, the Huntsville, Alabama Dixie Shootout race.
Kevin here, Brody here, Two-Hitters Racing. Taking a break from practice, made some adjustments, we're about to go back out. I just wanted to say thank you to Carter Whalen Racing for taking his time off and helping us tune our cars.
No problem, just really love to see young kids like Brody and Kevin succeeding in midget racing.
What's up guys, this is Cassidy Hines, driver of the 3C Super Late Model, and I'm here at the Greeley Stampede supporting our local quarter midget racers at their Front Range Series offsite race. This is where I started racing and I can't wait to fully support all of these drivers.
Hey everybody, it's Caden Honeycutt here at my place, On Point Motorsports, driving a number 30 truck. This is what I do on the off days here, Monday through Friday, whenever we're not at the racetrack. Working from 7:30 in the morning to about 6 or 7 at night. Depends on when I feel like we need to go. I'm going to give you guys a quick tour and hope you guys enjoy it. So this here is the pull down rig. This is where we put the truck down and pull up and set it up. You see the scale pads are set there, and then the chains come out through these 4 holes. This is our main shop. We got trucks sitting around the setup plate, other trucks sitting up there that are going to be refabbed and ready to redone. So that's the tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys at Pocono.
Other Raceface drivers seeing action this weekend include Caden Honeycutt, who will make his debut with On Point Motorsports in the Camping World Truck Series at Pocono Raceway on Saturday. Connor Mozak returns to the ARCA Menards Racing Series at Pocono Raceway on Friday. Cassidy Hines will be at Colorado National Speedway in her super late model on Saturday. Brody Moore will be back in his super late model at Colorado National as well. Casey Klein will be at Evergreen Speedway with his pro late model, including a special guest, crew chief Mike Nake, on Saturday. Grant Thompson will be at Five Flags Speedway in the number 21 Sotex Outlaw late model on Friday. Well, that's it for this week's Raceface Driver Updates. And remember, if you've missed any of our shows, you can get caught up at raceface.tv on demand. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We'll be back next week with more from your favorite Raceface driver. So go out there, have a great race week. I'm Rod Wortham. Thanks for watching.